I'm Paul Martz, and this is an excerpt from my Midnight Garden story, The Blackest Ink. The story is set in future Istanbul. The first-person narrator, Abdul, is an apprentice calligrapher studying under the master Zolia. Zolia has perfected a calligraphy that enchants inanimate objects. Dolls march, lamps float, origami swans fly, and toy tops spin endlessly. Working so closely together, Abdul develops feelings for Zolia, but his love is unrequited, and that brings me to this scene. As I walked the lamp-lit streets of old Istanbul's historic district, I could not celebrate. Twilight had shaded the sky the same dark color as the unrefined indigo we use to make deep blue ink. And even darker was the hole Zolia had left in my heart. A group of children chased each other around a corner. Men laughed outside a cafe, absorbed in a world that consisted solely of their backgammon boards and Turkish coffees. A young couple ate kebab by candlelight behind the window of a restaurant. Love and joy, it seemed, belonged to everyone but me. To be happy, I needed only Zolia's love and approval. I imagined how improving my craft would please her. After swans, I would master toy tops, and she would coo with joy as I animated the larger, more challenging objects, the walking dolls and floating lamps. We would redecorate her studio, adorning the walls with parchments of our calligraphic art. There would be no inanimate substance too large or challenging for our skills. Oh, the honors we would receive, the festivities we would attend. It would be the perfect life, Zolia and I together pouring our love into our craft, and I yearned for it with every gram of my soul. I wandered through streets and alleys that looped and twisted hypnotically, unaware of where I was. When I took a moment to orient myself, I found I had stopped before a store that dealt in Far East imports. Pyramids of teas and spices filled a shelf. Below it, electronic byproducts glittered in the lamplight. Recycled silicon chips and gold scraped from PC boards, and next to them, something truly strange, a cigarette of dust as black as a hole in space. Inside, I asked the shopkeeper what it was. "Carbon nanotubes from China." The old man, bent behind his counter, produced a jar full of the black dust. "Scrap left over from superconductor manufacturing. Very good dry lubricant. Fix sticky windows. See?" He spooned the dust into a small bowl for me to touch. It felt like fine silk and left a black circle on my fingertip. "It's very black," I said. "Ha! Nothing blacker. Absorbs all light." Carbon. Zolia and I used it as a pigment for our ink, that difficult ink that always needed stirring. Perhaps these nanotubes would produce more cohesion. Discovering a new pigment would demonstrate my commitment to the craft. Zolia would be impressed. We haggled, and I left his shop, with a pouch of the dust heavy in my pocket. To learn how Abdul's plan goes horribly wrong, buy Midnight Garden and read my dark tale, The Blackest Ink. You can subscribe to me on my website, paulmartz.com. Thanks.